Do vaccines cause autism? Let's find out. So, if you're watching this, you might be curious. Do vaccines cause autism? Now, that question is a very interesting one, but I think to understand it, we first have to understand who is asking and who had the idea that vaccines caused autism. And even more so, where is that idea popular? Who is that idea popular with? And so we come across mom culture or mommy blogging and parenting Facebook groups. I see these as kind of the primary vectors of that idea. And I also see in those groups a very heavy tilt toward a kind of new age philosophy in which every mother is naturally gifted with a kind of maternal wisdom, with an unconscious skill and ability, which allows them to be brilliant mothers, and that essentially doctors are unwelcome aliens impeding on this natural mother-child relationship. But it's important that we analyze this situation a bit further. In the archetype of the mother, we go farther beyond the good mother. There is no archetype which is purely good. There is always an implicit, unconscious evil which counteracts it. But in the philosophy, this kind of new age medley of green mother or all-knowing mother, Mother Earth, etc., we only have good. And as you might recall in my video on Santa Claus, you know that the evil side of an archetype doesn't just go away or dissipate. It finds a host in some other element of the psyche. And I think it finds its host in the anti-vax aspect of mommying. That is where we find the devouring mother. The devouring mother is the mother which seeks to essentially always control the child, to always be a mother, to never let the child go. And really, how better to do that than to kill the child, to destroy the child and their ability to grow. So we find this is very particularly important in the concept of autism. I find that phrase, this idea that vaccines cause autism, has its roots in the word autonomy. It is not that a mother is afraid of the child becoming autistic, but rather that they are afraid of the child becoming autonomous. They don't want the child to become individuated, to leave that Oedipal relationship, that incestuous relationship. And so they will avoid vaccinating their child in the hopes that either they will control the child or that the child will die. And even further, as I mentioned with Oedipus, the role of the father is filled by the doctor who administers the injection. It is the father's phallus, literally a phallic needle, which induces the child's individuation. They're becoming autonomous or becoming autistic. So we witness the Oedipal triad in that relationship. So we see really clearly, I think, how the repressed infanticidal instinct in mommy culture finds its way to the surface unconsciously through an entirely unknown and unrecognized desire to kill their children. Now, another important point would be, say, the naturalness of infanticide. So many animals eat their children, or at least eat some of their children. I would almost argue that infanticide is more natural because more children were unable to survive than were able to survive. This is why people have the instinct for squeezing cute things. It's because they want to destroy their children. It is this unrecognized infanticidal instinct which has given us mass measles outbreaks, massive returns of previously dormant diseases. Vaccines had perhaps successfully rooted out many very dangerous diseases, but through this very, very popular mimetic virus, we have successfully brought about real viruses again and led to countless deaths. I think it's important that we see, how did this idea start? Why is it so effective? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you for watching.